गूड्स ड्राइवर मैंने आज तक नहीं देखा। चालीस रोटी 5 किलो चावल और 10।
Finally, the day had arrived. For the last few days, I had been counting down to this moment. I got my haircut done, cleaned the car properly, packed a few things, because today wasn't just another day. My friends were coming to Bhubaneswar, and from there, we were going to Puri together. What made this even more special was that we had actually been talking about this plan for almost 6 to 8 months. Like most plans with friends, it started as a random conversation, the kind where everyone says, "हाँ bro, करते हैं trip." But this time somehow it actually worked out. Originally, I was planning to go somewhere else, which you will see in the upcoming videos, but then I asked them if they would be free around this time. And luckily, they were not only free but also excited to come. So the plan was simple: Bhubaneswar, then Puri, and back to Bhubaneswar. Nothing too complicated, just a small trip with friends. But for me, it meant a lot more than that. So I asked Sam and Adi a simple question: what do you think about Bhubaneswar so far? And here's what they had to say.
बढ़िया, मेरा कान थोड़ा फट गया था क्योंकि मेरी तबीयत अच्छा नहीं, कान और लैंड करते ही थोड़ा ज़्यादा गर्मी है, बट बहुत अच्छा रोड है, एकदम खाली खाली लग रहा है, नो एक्स्ट्रा ट्रैफिक। देन आदि हमको मियो मोरे लेके गया। आई लव मियो मोरे। तो
मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है कि मेरे को सिर्फ ड्राइविंग करने के लिए बुलाया है।
एक्चुअल मैं और आदि
But मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं?
बहुत ज़्यादा। और मैं पहली बार आई हूँ भुवनेश्वर। मैं पूरी बहुत बार गई हूँ, पर भुवनेश्वर फर्स्ट टाइम।
मैं तो फर्स्ट टाइम ही आया हूँ, मेरे को तो बहुत मजा आया।
After hearing their first impressions, it was time to finally settle in. Abhishek and Prerna had already reached earlier in the morning and checked into the hotel. So the rest of us started heading towards there as well. Once we arrived, we quickly checked in, freshened up a little, and stepped out to grab some lunch nearby. Because before exploring the city, we definitely needed some energy. Bhubaneswar exploration was about to begin. When you come to Bhubaneswar, the first thing you do is visit Lingaraj Temple. It's not just a temple, it's the heart of the city. So now let's hear Sam. She has something to say.
बंदे के साथ आ गए हम लोग
तो मुझे
भुवनेश्वर।
अभिषेक ने बोला कि राम जी ने जो धनुष तोड़ा था सीता माता के लिए, वो उसका आधा पार्ट इधर ऊपर रखा हुआ है। इट वॉज सो अमेजिंग। और पूरा 12 फीट का है और पूरा मंदिर बहुत बड़ा, बहुत एंशियंट में, बहुत सुंदर था, बहुत पीसफुल था। मतलब हम अभी चाय पी रहे हैं, काफ़ी अच्छा लग रहा है। चाय भी बहुत अच्छा है मंदिर का।
As we stepped closer to the temple, the first thing that stood out was its incredible architecture. The detailed carvings, the towering structure, and the way every stone tells a story from centuries ago. Even though the temple is so grand and historic, the atmosphere here feels incredibly peaceful and calm. And that's something unique about Bhubaneswar. You will find temples almost everywhere, sometimes at the end of a street, sometimes right in the middle of the city. In fact, that's why Bhubaneswar is known as the city of temples. After a peaceful start to the day, it was time to see a different side of Bhubaneswar. It's nightlife. So we headed to Romeo Lee, one of the liveliest spots in this city. Lights everywhere, music in the air, and people just enjoying the night. And of course, when the music is good, you can't just stand there. So for a few minutes, we just let go and enjoyed the moment. After that, we grabbed something to eat, clicked a bunch of photos, and enjoyed the vibe of the night. Moments like this are simple, but they are the ones you remember the most. Just friends, good food, a little chaos, and a night in Bhubaneswar that felt absolutely perfect. And the best part about nights like this is that there's no real plan. You just walk around, talk about random things, laugh for no reason, and suddenly hours go by without even realizing it. And seeing them enjoy Bhubaneswar made me really happy. Later, we headed back to the room, had some waffles, and somehow these guys still had the energy to start playing games. Meanwhile, my social battery was already deep in negatives. So while the game night continued, I slowly called it a day because tomorrow we were heading to Puri. Finally, the day has arrived. It was Puri. No alarms, no rush, just an early start and a long road ahead. Long drives hit different, especially when you are not alone. Same roads, but with right people. It becomes a memory. Random talks, stupid jokes, and those silent moments looking out the window. Somewhere between all of this, you forgot everything else. And somewhere between those empty highways, the trip really began.
इतना खुश ड्राइवर मैंने आज तक नहीं देखा।
Before reaching Puri, a small stop at Konark, a place where time doesn't just pass, it stays, carved in stones. Every detail here feels like it is trying to say something. And then came the best part, the road that runs along the sea. On one side, endless water, on the other, just the road ahead. But this time, it wasn't just about the place, it was about the people with me. No plans, no fixed stops, just driving, stopping anywhere, and living in the moment. Somewhere between the wind, the waves, and those random conversations, we forgot about everything else. No stress, no overthinking, just pure simple happiness. These are the moments you don't plan but remember forever. We were so hungry, and after having our lunch, this is what happened.
5,000 नहीं नहीं वो है ना वीरपाल जोपाल ने 70 रोटी 40 रोटी 40 रोटी 5 किलो चावल और 10।
The temple of Lord Jagannath, where millions come not just to see but to feel. We were exhausted, completely drained, almost ready to just sleep. But somehow, within minutes, everyone was up, getting ready, and walking towards the temple. No planning, no discussion, it just happened. It felt like we were called, and somehow everything just fell into place. We had a peaceful darshan, received prasad, and walked out feeling blessed. And just like that, the day slowly came to an end. But Puri doesn't really sleep. The sound of the waves gets louder at night, like it has more to say. We sat there for hours, doing nothing, yet talking about everything, random stories, old memories, and things we never say out loud. Some jokes didn't even make sense, but we laughed anyway. No rush, no plans for tomorrow, just us and the sea. And somewhere in between those laughs and silence, you realize how rare these moments actually are. No phones, no distraction, just being present. But some conversation only happen like this, late night with right people. Standing here by the sea, I just want to say this. Adi, Sam, Abhishek, Prerna, thank you for this, for showing up, for making time, and for making this trip what it was. Because honestly, it wouldn't have been the same without you guys. It's weird how you get used to these moments so quickly, and then suddenly it's time to leave. You don't really say much, but you know you are going to miss this. The same people, the same laugh, But it won't feel like this again. Everyone goes back to their own life, and this just becomes a memory. A really good one. So the plan was to go to Chilika Lake, but it didn't happen this time. I mean, I have to keep some places for next time also, right? So instead, we went all in on local food and all.
अभी हम कहाँ हैं प्रेरणा?
विलेज कल्चर
Yes.
पखाल
पखाल
भात
भात
खाने
Obviously, I had one job: make sure everyone tries the best stuff, which also meant a lot of pressure on me because if they didn't like it, I'm finished. But yeah, good food, good company can fix almost anything.
भोकाल बात के लिए इंटरेस्टेड
वेरी एक्साइटेड
अभिषेक
वो बम्बू ले गए यार
तेरे को दे गए
काम आते
And honestly, watching them enjoy the food felt really good because I really wanted them to experience this properly. Every reaction, every bhai, this is amazing, it just made me happy. At one point, Abhishek even said he could come back again just for this. And I'm not gonna lie, that felt really good. Because it's one thing to visit a place, but when people actually enjoy it the way you hoped they would, it really hits different. Seeing them enjoy Odisha, the food, the vibe, it just made the whole trip feel complete. Because somewhere that was the plan, not just to come here, but to make sure everyone leaves with something to remember. And I think we did that. Moments like this, you don't really realize their value until they are over. And then the day gave us one more moment, the final. Everyone watching quietly, waiting for that one moment. And when India won, everything just exploded. Shouting, celebrating, everyone at once. It wasn't just a win, it made the whole day even more special. Because moments like this are always better when you share them. And just like that, 3 days gone. It felt fast, but it meant a lot. I'm really going to miss this, the laugh, the random talks, everything. So, yeah, thank you for coming and for making time and for being part of this. And to the people who were invited but didn't came, you all were missed. Come soon.
अभी क्या कर रहे हो